There we go. A little bit of that. And now we've properly entered the chat.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
You are so patient. I appreciate you.
Me? What did I do? I just jumped in here.
Dom, stop it. Stop it. Thanks for just being you, Dom. That's what I appreciate. That's what I need. So it's all good. What's up, Karen Camel? How are we doing over there? What did you say? Something, Karen Camel said something. Oh, Karen Camel being not a dad right now, right? And I love and appreciate that he's here. Also, now that's bringing up my previous question before about where may we... Oh, today it's your birthday and Gary Vaynerchuk's birthday. What a great day this is.
Happy birthday, sir.
You know, it's Jason's birthday. Who has a link? He might come in. It's his birthday the 19th, 5 days from now. So that'll be fun. Last year, we were at Chuck E. Cheese to celebrate Gary Vaynerchuk's birthday. And we're not there right now. Look, these lights are intense. Dom, how's California? How was your sleep?
It was good. I kind of have to work on Friday out here, so I switched up my schedule a little bit. Went home last night real quick. Was able to get home like by 6 o'clock, so I had a good 2 hours or so with the kids. Got to play some Lego with Bentley, nice. Hang out with Brooklyn for a little bit, so it was a good time. Slept well, no problems. Woke up, drove to work. Here I am, all good.
How beautiful is all that?
Yeah, it was, man.
I have a question. Yep. Stay there. What was my question? I wanted to ask this. It's part of the reading right now. What did I want? How would it, before we get into everything there, we'll ask about gratitude and stuff. What did you think about the meditation today?
I liked it because I really like the idea that he presents in a lot of his readings and stuff about, like, you know, keeping your kids close. You know, I think when I first was a parent, you run into all these jokes or these videos or whatever where it's just like, look, you just got to get them to 18 years. Like, that's your responsibility. But then when I think about, like, the life after that, like, and how much I do love watching my kids grow and do everything that they do. Like, I don't want to, like, not be in their lives after 18 years, you know, like I heavily appreciate my wife's parents and how much they're involved in her life and our life. I wish that my parents were a little bit more, that kind of thing. So, these kind of meditations, like, really, like, hit me in a nice way, because, like, that's one of my main goals, is to just make sure that I can always maintain a good relationship with my kids, and, hope that they stay close. But if they don't, at least, like, physically close. If they don't, at least know that, like, I can set myself up in a way to go wherever they go. Like, I think about, like, your parents, they got one kid in Colorado and one kid in New York. I don't know where your other brother is, but they got some distance to travel to be with all of you guys.
Yeah, no, our younger brother is just over here in New Jersey. It's not very far away. Okay. Oh, it's okay. Good morning, Jason. How are you?
Good morning, Jason.
Morning.
Looks chilly over there. Ooh, nice. I love that. I wanted to ask, well, Jason, how are we doing with the meditation, the reading today? Because I wanted to ask a vulnerable question. I want to see you guys can either answer or don't answer. That's totally fine. But I want to ask, how is the meditation? How is the reading? How is the insert for today?
As you can probably imagine, I feel targeted today.
That's it. All right.
Sorry, did I hit something right there?
No, not specifically you. Like from the reading, I was like, oh yeah, this makes me feel a little vulnerable.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
And I'll tell you why. Well, it talks about keeping them close and keep your kids close in whatever form that entails. And obviously, I moved half a country away. I think the deeper part of it is I feel like that perhaps I stunted my relationship development with the family slightly, not in a bad way, just like kind of like frozen in time when I moved away in my late 20s, if that makes any sense. Like wasn't really comfortable at home, wasn't really comfortable in my 20s. Like I did cool stuff. But I always felt like when I was ever with family, I was like always thinking about the next thing or what I was going to do. I don't think I ever shared that with anybody, but and I think that maybe came out in other ways. But yeah, moving away just kind of started as a very quick thought, and now I'm entrenched here, and I don't regret it. But there are things that make me wonder what it would have been like if I were back east.
Interesting. Never so much my thoughts. At least, Tom, does that resonate with you at all?
So like my mom took us away from like where our family is in Arizona, and then I just only recently moved, from where we grew up to where we are now. But like I said when with my little intro, like I look forward to my kids going wherever they're going to go, and I wouldn't want to put any pressure on keeping them nearby or staying. But like one of my goals is to like get to a point financially where, travel's a big thing with my wife and I, but that like if and when our kids move wherever they move, that we would be able to freely travel to see them, as often as possible, because they definitely don't want it to get to the point where, especially when grandkids come involved, that like we're those like once a year type of meetups or something like that, or I'd like it to be more every 6 months or every 3 months or whatever. There's my buddy. But yeah, so
that guy
it hits me in a way. It hits me in a way, but like not. I don't think in the same way. Like of being like Jason said, like it's an interesting take to see it from his side because he is the one that moved.
I like that you brought it up, Jason. I don't know if I want to go in that direction right now about my own feelings on that kind of thing too. It probably does not. It's not the same that you're feeling, but that's, I know, more on our specific family side. But I think this was the vulnerable thing with Jason. I think you were just getting into a little bit too, which is, okay, you want your kids around the table, right? That's what we were seeing. That's what we talked about the other day, like having big enough table, inviting people, setting the scene, setting the places, all those kind of things right there. But I think that when we think about it as parents, we want kids around the table. How can we do our best to ensure the existence of that lovely crowded table we talked about the other day? By being pleasant to be around, by not making our anxieties and fears our kids' problem, by loving them as much as we push them, by helping them be who they are, not what we think they should be, by asking ourselves every time we like criticizing or judging or starting an argument, stop. There's a sentence there that I liked, but I think this is the vulnerable part. If Jason, you moved away, if Dom, you wouldn't be going to your parents' table, I'll ask myself a question. But if you guys are not going back to that table with your parents, did they set that scene by being pleasant to be around, by not making anxieties and fears your problem, by loving you, all that kind of stuff? Is there any reason that you think that would have been something that you're not back at that table more often?
Yeah, mine's probably the criticizing and judgment part.
Not you, Dom. You're good. Jason's muted. Jason, you're just muted.
Don, repeat what you just said because I was talking to myself.
I said out of those, my reason for not being around my like parents as often as I am around other people is for the criticizing and judgment part. Like it runs rampant in my family, both sides. Because my parents are divorced. So, around the dinner table, around the Thanksgiving table, around the Christmas tree, whatever, like it starts off okay, but it turns a lot more critical and a lot more judgmental, a lot more gossipy. And it just, after spending so much time with my wife's side of the family, which is a lot more heavy on like the pleasant conversation, and like it seemed like more, their more natural thing is to care about each other and have like, good conversations. It just kind of started rubbing me the wrong way a little more and more each year.
Mine's different. If I could phrase my original reasoning better, it really wasn't, I don't think it was really anything on the family. I was not satisfied with life as it was in that period of time. Like just the day in and day out of working and commuting in the East Coast. That was really like the driving force of it. And I would say even in fact, mostly mom probably encouraged moving out, because I think there's like mom and dad, I think are two sides of the coin here. It's like dad was probably more stability, sticking around home. He's still a homebody. Mom, and really mom's entire side of the family, and mostly like, her mother really was the driving force behind like this sense of wanderlust of like going and trying different places, just like a no, just going somewhere just for the sake of going somewhere. It was a very stereotypical isn't the word. Just a very innocent viewpoint on travel and experiences. I think that was mom's side of that coin. And I think that's kind of what stuck with me the most. And, they never said, don't move, they never pushed me out of the house. So that was more like, I think I was just like, I got to try something else, because this isn't working for me. So
would you believe that sorry, I keep trying to mute. I don't know if you guys can hear the class really loud behind me. Someone said that it's probably better without headphones than not, so I'm going without headphones. But it kind of removes the table idea. Like, are we all just trying to go back to a table maybe we shouldn't be going back to?
I would say this, my table is always set for anybody here. We just built a new table.
You did build a new table. I also feel like your table's set on that. I love what you said. I resonate with it. I don't know if everyone else resonates with exactly that right now. We'll get to the gratitude in a second. I know we went backwards here, but I was just thinking about it. I know, I have my own worries, anxieties about kind of going back to my parents' table, but I also feel like my parents, just like Jason's saying, almost don't want that table, or mom my mom maybe didn't want that table as much as maybe my dad wanted that table. And so it wasn't as if they, I think, kind of like planted those seeds, which is totally fine if that's what it was. That was a decision. So that's fine. I think that a lot of us had planted you planted your own seed at home. And I think that, my seed got planted within my in-laws. And I think our younger brother's seed got planted within his in-laws. it's not either right nor wrong. It's just kind of where it is. At least there is a table. I think that's definitely good. My thought was going less to our past and more about our future with our kids right now. And the one sentence that I was thinking about, we'll get to the gratitude. You guys keep me honest to that, because I really wanted to get to this one sentence, which I really liked, which I thought was really great, which was, us talking to our kids or criticizing our kids or bringing things up. And the line, sorry, I took a picture of the book this morning. It's like really dark. But it said, like, as we interact with our kids, to be able to want them to come home, to take that invitation, to be with us, whatever our interaction is, whatever we say, like even us going to like Thanksgiving meals this upcoming month, politics is big right now. And this is
good luck. Good luck with that, Ryan, on the East Coast.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, with any interaction you have with your kids right now, right? I'm really trying to be future looking. Whatever we do with our kids right now, is what we say, how we criticize, how we act, the moment that we're in. Is this worth what I am about to withdraw from our relationship? And so that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about those ideas. Is there anything that I'm doing right now that is withdrawing something from my kids' future or thoughts or feelings, that kind of thing, which I like that line. It kind of makes you think for a second. Is this really worth it? What I'm about to say, like, let's say my daughter, I don't know, my 3-year-old still wants to be a horse, so it's hard to really judge that, you know what I mean? But like with my 7-year-old, soon to be 8-year-old, I think she's making more decisions right now. And I'm really trying to, like, I always say the first thought in my head is, I trust you, I trust her, whatever she says, I'm going to trust. Because I want her at the end of the day to be like, my dad trusts me. Even if she lies straight to my face for like 5 weeks, I still want her to be like, my dad trusts me. Because I never want her to think, and I think that me ever saying like, wait, really? Are you telling me the truth? I think every single time that I say that could be extracting something from our relationship. And so that's like, I'd rather that than anything else, or like, a fight or something, like a political argument that I think might end up happening when we have Thanksgiving. Like, is that political argument or my point of view, is it really worth extracting what might happen for the rest of this day with the family or connecting with them? So that was just my thought.
What if your daughter came to you and said, Dad, Elf is the best Christmas movie of all time? Would you trust her?
I would trust her.
I
would even adopt her if that was
She always has a safe place in Colorado. if it gets too bad.
Well, she'd be wrong, but I probably would also make an AI generated video of her just kind of agreeing to my point of view, and it ends up helping the most. I don't know if anyone else saw that video. I spent a lot of time on that video, and I reached into the depths of AI generation to make sure that I could find that. So I did a pretty damn good job. I'll pat myself on the back. Thank you very much. But anyway, thanks for that aside. That was definitely good.
I think you're on the right track. I mean, I think that that's the part of the reading that makes sense and that I wrote afterwards is like, that I don't know what the exact ratio is, but they say like, negatives, you take in negative stuff a lot harder than you do positive stuff, so you have to do like 2 or 3 times more, think 2 or 3 times more positive thoughts to outweigh a negative thought. So it's, with that regard, like every time you slip up or say something, judgmental or mean or untrustworthy to your kids, which I'm guilty of all the time, you'll want to double, triple down on, some positivity, some fandom, some sort of like funny or fun or, good times. That's kind of like what I wrote down is just like, I don't know that I can stop being negative or critical because that, that's just been ingrained in me. But what I'm really trying to focus on is just more I love yous, more I'm proud of yous, more like, of that stuff. to, keep our relationship on the good side of the ledger so that, we always can come together in some way, shape, or form. And it doesn't, I think maybe the other hang up would be like not getting it stuck on your kids coming to your table. But rather like them inviting you to their table, like wherever, like always having that, like Jason said, my table's always open for you guys kind of thing.
To be honest, Jason, I feel like mom sees you at least the same, if not more than actually, I think, seeing us. That's no fault on her. But I think that she enjoys and like she stays with you, right? So she ends up being there for at least a week. Like you, I do think get more mom than I end up getting mom. There's obviously a side of the invitation there sometimes too. So I don't know, moving away just sounds if it's like a secondary thing for sure. I'm really curious over here. And I do want to make sure that we take that moment here with, oh wait, what did you say?
Also, happy birthday to Carrying Camel.
Yeah.
My gratitude is your new trip around the sun this year.
Paul, where would you have moved away? Because it looks like you stayed in Staten Island and then everyone else moved. Where did they go? Florida? Is that where they went? I think most people from Staten Island go to Florida. I'm not sure where they went though. But I just wanted to know that, knowing you. So I'm just very curious. Yeah, let's just maybe get to some of that gratitude because we got so many great things here right now. I'm just looking back at the gratitude right now. But yes, Carrying Camel, it's your birthday, but you shared. I know you wanted to share your gratitude, and I want to make sure that we got to that. Where is it? There it is. Ultimate gratitude. Always shines through today. 24 years ago, my brother and I were adopted by the most wonderful human on the planet. A lot like Gary's parents. Now, it's also Gary Vaynerchuk's birthday, Jason, if you're not familiar with that.
I'm sure he's in the chat somewhere. So happy birthday, Gary.
He might be Carrying Camel. Carrying Camel might be now. And I know it's not. He's shown me an extreme amount of love. It made me the man I am today. So I love that. That's beautiful. Happy birthday to you. And I think what an amazing thing that your mom can definitely feel as well. And we got some other gratitude over here. Superwoman abilities. You guys are going through a lot right now. It's a busy time of life for you right now, Paul. Congratulations again on that. We got Craig here. We got Ann here. Obviously, Paul. We got Jason. David, always showing up. David, we love you. And so DC today is opera. What's this? Oh, got it. We're listening to some music. We need that. It's huge. And Craig, I love the fact that you are... Oh, is that Orion? I didn't realize Orion. I always forget that. Just because sometimes when people say Orion on a stream, I'm like, it's me. And then it's not me. It's you. So always confused. But Craig, I'm glad that you're moving in. Sounds like you're getting settled that way. Guys, what's your gratitude? Jason, I know you just shared yours about Orion over here. But Dom, what's your gratitude?
I kind of already said, like, quick trip home to be with the family. I love my VeeDads, sharing our call yesterday. Me, Ryan, and Blaze jumped on the call. Had some good talks about, just stuff. And then, because I got home yesterday, I got to actually take a hot shower. So hot shower during the week is always nice. Yeah,
I think that's definitely a good thing. I'm going to say this is that it's there. So I'm going to say it. I feel like just like some of the doctors I've been seeing recently, I've been really grateful for some of the conversations that we've been having. I think it's obviously a larger conversation, but I think that with overall healthcare, you have to end up being your biggest advocate. But I think when you go into these conversations, kind of being like, whatever you say, I'm only taking as part of the as part of my solution. I think it brings in a better conversation with most people. So just grateful that I've been finding some really great people within medicine to have good conversations with personally and professionally. So I'm going to take that moment. So it's great. And Jason, you're loving Orion. Carrying Camel.
Can we talk about Hot Pockets now?
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that.
Yeah, how's the roof of your mouth feeling?
You know what? Since the last one when I was 16, it's still falling apart on me. Are Hot Pockets still out there?
In Colorado?
Sure.
Yeah. What do you think this is? We don't have Vegemite. No Vegemite out here.
We don't have Vegemite out here, but we do have. Craig, what's the other one? Not Vegemite.
What is the here? Actually, what's the conversion of Vegemite to vegetables for the vegetable challenge?
I don't know. It's all just salt. But I don't know. It's a really good question. We should figure that out. Starting in June 2024. Oh my goodness, guys, this is breaking news. No, it's not. It's old news. Sleeve free. Starting June 2024, all Hot Pockets will be sold without a microwavable sleeve. The company says this change will eliminate 3,300 tons of paper waste annually. Oh my goodness! Did you guys realize that Hot Pockets were adding that much?
That's actually not a. That's actually kind of a decent statistic.
That's crazy. Hot Pockets also offer a free reusable holder with a monthly subscription. Just kidding. There's no monthly subscription. But new flavors. Hot Pockets regularly introduce new flavors while discontinuing others. You can find a list of current Hot Pocket flavors on the website. What is the craziest flavor? We're here, guys. We're going to make this happen. Frequently asked questions about Hot Pockets on hotpockets.com. No, goodness.com/Hot Pockets. Where can I buy Hot Pocket sandwiches? Is there a
Daily Dads, sponsored by Hot Pockets.
You need this. 37 different flavors?
The weirdest flavor that comes immediately to my head would be like crab cake Hot Pocket.
Oh no!
Would that be good? Would that be disgusting?
Anything microwave that comes from the ocean is not really a good idea.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that.
Fiery.
Oh, hey, one thing I wanted to say, you mentioned like mom coming out and visiting. Yeah, I think we do. It sounds from what she says that we do get like equal mom time. And I would just say like that's if that's what I end up doing, like if that's what me and Kristen end up doing when we're, older, then like I'll never say to my girls that they shouldn't move away unless they're moving to like a terrible area. But I think I also kind of think that there's part of it where, I think one feeling my mom has, like, she always kind of like worked when you were kids and was kind of like gone. And I think part of it is like kind of making up for that maybe. And she does it really well. I mean, she's really helpful. And I hope that my girls feel like they're open to exploring, and like I can't imagine anybody being sick of Colorado, but I'm sure there are. I always meet people that moved away and moved back, so I'm just I'll never tell my girls to not move away, and I will always be willing to travel to be with them.
Yeah,
well, like I'm reading Paul's last statement here, how his family kind of spread, and I'm just curious as to what point everybody's kind of like, well, peace out, we're gonna go check out this area. That kind of sparked some thought in my head.
It was in my mind of thinking like that's all part of helping your kids become who they are, though, right? So it's like if someone said don't go there is one thing that I think that I would have done in my life if someone told me not to do it. And I don't know, Jason, you might be surprised with it. But you moving out to Colorado, I think mom having, what did you say? Whimsical. What was the word you used?
In the innocent wanderlust.
Yeah, that was great. And so, having that, I think that's such a great thing for mom to have instilled in us to travel, because dad wouldn't have done it. So it was good to kind of allow that to definitely happen, which I thought was really good. So that was you becoming who you are, right? Because if they stopped you, then that would have been good.
I think I would have been like a disgruntled middle-aged man by this point if I hadn't moved out.
I feel attacked. No, I'm kidding. The one thing I wanted to go into the ROTC. I had two choices to go either to the University of Oregon or to Coastal Carolina down in South Carolina. And if I went to the University of Oregon, I would have done ROTC for a specific reason. And someone in our family had said, don't do that. And at the time I was like, okay, they're like, you're going to get sent to war. And I was like, I guess that makes sense. I guess I shouldn't go to war because you don't want me to go, but I was like, I'll go to war. And then I didn't do that. That's probably one of my bigger regrets. Is I would have liked to learn what the ROTC would have taught me within that. I don't know.
Ooh, I had a super short story. I had when I was a senior in high school, I had the guy come out to the house to try to get me to sign up for the military. Do you remember that at all?
Oh yeah, you tucked your shirt in that day.
I remember he came in, and I think that was the one time that I remember both mom and dad being upset at the same time, because like he was sitting on the couch talking to me about like the military. I don't remember if mom or dad was sitting there with me, but I was like, I just remember feeling like so out of my element. Like I had no idea what questions to ask, and I was like, why did I say yes to this? I think it was like a 45-minute meeting, but yeah, that was my little experience with possible military experience.
Yeah, but you also coming to the conclusion that you didn't enjoy that conversation or how you felt. If that was just shut down and been like, no, you can't come in our house and talk with our son, that would have been wrong too. So
yeah, true.
Dom, did you have any experiences like that? There is a story that Dom has that we have not dived in, which we don't have to, Dom. I'm sorry, we won't go there. I want to talk about at some point.
I mean, everybody has infinite amount of stories, right? So
it's the pilot story. I want to know about the planes.
Yeah, there's some stories there.
I know.
We're at 31 minutes. You want to just keep going?
No, I know. We got to go. I know.
You know, I'm just sitting in a parking lot waiting for everybody else in the South Bay to wake up. So I have time, but
no, it's all good. We should stay on task with this. But yeah, we are at time. We got to go. I have a client waiting right now, so I probably go to him. But love you guys, and we hope that your mugs stay full of coffee, your hearts full of gratitude. We will see you tomorrow.